Hello guys, today is October 1st and I want to make a video for you explaining how I go over some technical decisions. I know I haven't uploaded for a couple days. I was just busy, I was running around getting some work done, but I want to make sure that I covered this for you guys because I think this is a very key aspect. And recently, I know we were talking about BlackBerry earnings. They actually came and went, and it was really positive. BlackBerry was up 15% at one point, but I think it came down to 10% gain for the day. Today is Monday, again, October 1st, and BlackBerry actually re-corrected down to 5% today. So overall, within the past 2 days, it's been up 5%. Still a really healthy gain, still really, really good. But when the stock jumps like that, you want to make a decision whether or not you want to stay in. I'm going to show you some basic technical analysis, drawing on the graph and stuff that I do to try and make a decision. Number one decision that I would make... Pardon me, sorry. My music just kind of started playing the ad. Number one decision I would make is I would dive into this chart. Or we'll go over it to Yahoo Finance right now and just kind of show you. So right now we have the stock price for Yahoo within the 3-month period. We'll say, and as we can see, it's coming all over the place. I'm keeping a 3-month period just because this is roughly how long I've been in, and this is probably how long I plan on staying on it. Probably a 3+, 3-. Is there any reason for doing that? No, not really. That's just a personal preference. You pretty much pick any interval, but you have to really set yourself with the interval, because if you keep adjusting it, you'll get different results and different predictions for what you want. So taking a look at this, we're going to add a couple indicators here. We're going to add a moving average. I like a moving average of 50, and then I like the moving average of 200. So what the moving average does is it takes a look at the period of time, it averages the stock prices, and then it makes it into a rolling trend line. As we can see, this is the moving average. Where are we at right now? 11. Okay, so this is the moving average 50, this big bottom one. And the one up here is the moving average 200. Usually the moving average 200 is a lot more flat because it's covering 200 days of average. As we could see, just looking at the beginning, the moving average, it's flattening out, which means that BlackBerry's probably kind of losing a little bit of growth opportunity. When it's coming up like this is usually a really good sign. But as we could see, it kind of peaked right here, and then it's flattening out. If we look at the moving average 50 days, we could see it's coming up and down, so it's going down as well. And usually a really big indicator on long-term growth is this crossover point right here between the two graphs. If we look back and scroll over, we could see a crossover where the moving day 50 period crosses over the 200, and then we see a bunch of positive growth for a bit. We could see that right here. If we go from this lower point on the 4th, 24th, 2017 all the way up to here, we could see 4th, 5th. There's a good positive growth there, and BlackBerry did go up. But then due to recent performances, it kind of went down, and we could see that here. And this cross here is usually a bullish sign, or not bullish, excuse me, bearish, meaning that the stock is probably going to go down. So that's one indicator. Me looking at the two moving averages, I kind of see a bearish outlook for a long-term future. Of course, that could not be true. BlackBerry could very much revolutionize the world next earnings and completely break this. The moving average 50 could absolutely crush the 200. It could go back in bullish state. But from what I see right now, it's kind of a negative downward trend. So we will take those off. I'm going to add a MACD indicator. And this just shows the two moving averages. As we can see right here, is pretty flat. Usually any green is the positive. That really helps. But there's not really much. So when I see really flat MACD, there's not much movement. It's kind of bearish. It's probably losing momentum. So we'll take off MACD. Another popular one I like is RSI. I'll explain these later, but I'm just going over a really quick one. I do it at 14. RSI, the biggest thing is we have these 2 points, 80 and 20. That could be dependent. Some people use 7 and 30, I know of. But usually if it's over 80, that's meant that it's overbought, meaning that too many people have jumped in. Too many people have bought, too many people have raised up the stock price, and it's due for a correction and come back down. The other one is if it crosses 20, that means too many people have sold. Too many people have emptied their position, have brought down the price, that means that there's a chance I could go back up. So RSI could be a really good indicator for that. Usually if it's above 50, it's a bullish sign. If it's below 50, it's a bearish sign. As we can see right now, again, this is really, really flat. Even with a little bit of spike, it didn't push it up that much. So I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of growth potential from it. So I'm still cautious about it. It's really, really interesting. It's bearish, bearish, bearish. It just came over bullish, but yeah, I don't know. I do not see a lot of opportunity. I'm still holding onto my position. I'm trying to value right now whether or not I should get in or out of the market. BlackBerry is a very established company as well when we think about it. They recently had a 10% increase due to positive earnings, and there was a slight bump. So I don't know. I may start seeing what analysts start predicting for the next quarter and then get out of the position for that. And finally, we will do I'm blanking out, Bollinger Bands. And I really like this. I need to check more into the math. I've just started trading off Bollinger Bands. No, we accidentally did 3. But what these bands are is there's an average, and then it follows the stock price. The stock price usually tries to fit within this band. So as you can see, it breaks it in a small position, breaks it there, but stays within on the average. Breaks it right there, but stays within. So it's the average where the prices should be. So we could see it broke right there and towards the top. So there's probably going to be another bearish outlook tomorrow. So personally, I think I'm going to stay in the stock for a little bit more because I want to see what the movement. It's the markets. They could go anyway. But I'm going to assume a bearish drop. And that's my prediction for the next week. I think it will drop another 2%. My gains will unfortunately be eroded, but I'm holding myself accountable with that. Drop 2%. The biggest thing about investing is I can 100% be wrong. None of this is fact. These are just predictions of what you look from viewing it. So guys, that's my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial analyst. Please do not trade off my decisions. I am not your client. I'm not doing extensive research. I'm not doing deep AI. I'm just a guy on YouTube giving you the best advice that I can. I want to try and inform you guys on a very cheap method and make sure that you take your own finances into your own hands. It's the biggest thing that somebody could do. And there's not enough content for young people regarding that. This freaking YouTube ad is playing again. But I want to make sure that we tackle that. And hopefully I helped you guys, helped inform you guys a little bit on the decisions. If there's anything else you want to talk about, if you want to go deeper into these specific indicators, we definitely can. And then one day I want to do financial sheets or financial statement analysis, because I think that's way more realistic than all these drawings and numbers. But these are a great way to get a quick snapshot. So anyways, guys, that's it for the day. Please let me know. Again, subscribe if any of this advice has helped you out. I just want to try and bring you guys the most value that I can for the day. Subscribe, like if you enjoyed, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more finance news. Peace.